I actually thought we played pretty well. I thought, I think we all were obviously disappointed. Not saying good or bad, but you hate that Bob wasn't on the bench. So that was, I know it was disappointing for them, but nobody wants that. So, we got a big break there, but it's not a break that we wanted. And then I thought other than about the first 5 or 6 minutes of the second half, I thought we were pretty solid. I thought we played pretty well.
Okay, let's go to questions. Let's direct them first to our student athletes, and then we will bring Coach Self into it. Please state name and affiliation, at least for the first time, okay? Who wants to go first? Okay, we have on your far right, guys. First question.
Sam Lance with 24/7 Sports. This is for both Mitch and CB. Just what do you guys make of the way you guys got out and ran the transition today?
I think we did a really good job. I think we did a better job, rebounding early. We were really good at it. And then Juan did a really good job passing the ball. So we did a good job in transition. That's when we play our best. Is normally when we're getting out and running.
I'll say when we rebound well, it's easier for us to get out in transition. So us rebounding the ball enabled us to really get out there and run.
Other questions? Okay, here in the left, your left, toward the middle.
Zach Boyer, Lawrence Journal World. Mitch, situation with Dave going back and forth. Bill had mentioned to us foot soreness and managing his minutes. How much do you now put that burden on yourself to be ready when you have to step in for him?
If this next man up, enabling him to take some time is a big thing. We need to, when Dave's out there, we're going to be our best when he's playing his best. So enabling him to be his best is my job.
Next question here on the left inside aisle.
Matt Tate, Lawrence Journal World. CB, Ochai was really good to start both halves. By design with him, do you think? I mean, did you sense that he wanted to kind of inject himself and some life into this game, especially in the second half?
Yeah, he's kind of our leader, to start the game. He does a really good job of getting us off to a good start, especially hitting shots today. He was getting at the rim, had a really good left-handed layup to start the game off. He's just our leader, and that's what he does is get us started, especially on offense. He did a good job carrying us today.
I got to ask you about DeJuan's dunk, too. It looked like a lot of smiles on the bench there. We know we can do that, but why were you guys enjoying it so much?
It was all right. I think it was his best. I've seen him dunk better than in 8th grade. So, it was good. It was good for him to get one of those, but it wasn't his best.
Okay, let's swing to the extreme left here.
Adam Berbetta with KLWN for both players. Did it feel good to have a large lead from the beginning after a few close games in a row?
Christian, why don't you answer that first?
Yeah, it is. It is really good. To get a win like that. To start off fast, and then we got off our feet for a little bit. Get to focus on our next game. So it is good to get a win like that. And we got everybody involved, so that was good. We got confidence going into the next game.
Piggyback off of what he said, confidence is big. We got everybody out there, and majority of the guys scored, so it's good to have them see the ball go in. So ready to go to the next game, and I think we'll focus on that.
All right, let's bring Coach Self into the mix, so he's available for questions now, as well as our student athletes. Questions here on your right.
Phil Jordan with the Topeka Capital Journal. You mentioned on Tuesday that you were looking for Ochai to find the happy medium between relaxed and excited. Do you feel like you did a better job than that today?
I thought, well, to CB's point, Oach got us off to a great start. I think he had like 9 of our first 11, if I'm not mistaken. And I thought he played really well. He didn't shoot the ball particularly well because he's 1 for 6 from 3, but we'll live with those all day. So I thought he was really good. I thought we were pretty balanced though.
Okay, on the left.
Mitch, I'll ask you first, and then Bill. They were 1 for 20 at one stretch for most of the first 10 minutes. 6 or 7 misses at the rim, attacking the rim. What were you guys able to do to turn them away and make sure those shots weren't going in?
I think I think we were able to affect some shots, making sure we were contesting them, making sure that everybody was flying around. I think you saw CB get out there. He was contesting shots at the rim as well. So I think that has something to do with maybe taking away some of the confidence at the rim. But yeah, no, we got to secure some of those rebounds. A couple of those shots came off of second chance opportunities. So we got to secure some of those defensive rebounds.
And then Bill, I guess just to follow up on that too, did you notice maybe tired legs from West Virginia after last night and that start?
I don't know if it's from the start, but I don't know how you can't be a little fatigued. As hard as they played last night, and you know it's a hard flip. You know, if it's an evening game, and they do it for a reason. And I'm not saying it's not right because it is this way in every league. But you play at night and you flip it, and you turn and play in the afternoon. That's hard for everybody. So I don't know if their legs were tired, but not very often are Sherman and McNeil going to go over 12 and a half. So that, you know, I think we guarded them decent, but a little of that could have been fatigue as well.
Inside aisle.
Christian, you talked last week about you and Dave having a little banter about who's a better free throw shooter. You got 6 in a row off the technicals, so how did Jalen get in there?
You know, lately I haven't been shooting them as well, so we thought we'd give another guy a chance. And I thought it was fair because I saw them shot him at St. John's. But yeah, Dave and Jalen have been great at the free throw line. I think Dave actually missed one today. It's been a while since he's missed one, so they're doing a really good job at the line.
And for you, just flying around like Mitch was talking about, I think that's a career high for you for rebounds. Is that just a product of the game, or is that a mindset for you heading into the postseason about what you want to bring?
Well, that's always a key against them for us is to rebound. They're a really good rebounding team. I got some early, so I saw some lanes open up for me to get some rebounds. But yeah, everybody did a good job of blocking out, and a lot of them kind of just dropped in my hands, so we did a better job rebounding that.
We'll stay on the left side of the room, right here.
Connor Becker, ShotSlam.com. Coach, what did you make of your second half defense?
It wasn't as good as the first half. You know, I think sometimes with our team, and it shouldn't be this way, but sometimes the natural tendency is to play to the score as opposed to, you know, no matter how many times we said, hey, score 0-0, let's go win one possession at a time. I think that we lost some intensity on that end in the second half. So I don't think it was very, very good.
Okay.
Bill, you had Joe and Remy in together for quite a few minutes today. Did you like what you got out of those two?
I thought Joe played pretty well. I thought Remy's second half wasn't as engaged. You know, he had a couple of bad turnovers. Didn't get back once when we shot the ball and everything. But he looked healthy though, even though I didn't think he was as good the second half. But yeah, I thought they did fine together. I thought they did fine.
Up front on coach's left.
Brian Casey, star for you, Bill. Do you recall ever having 6 straight free throws like that?
No, I don't, and I didn't like it. The only thing that was positive about it, and it wasn't from a game standpoint, was you know, Jalen Wilson's family likes me a lot more today than maybe some other days. But and Christians or Davids would have liked me more if I'd have picked them to shoot them. But no, I can't remember being a part of anything like that.
Just to follow up too, you have a nice relationship with Bob. Did you seek him out afterwards?
No, I haven't talked to him. I haven't talked to him, and I'm sure we'll talk about it at some point in time. But right now, it's probably not the time.
Let's go to the right side of the room now.
Jerry Bradley for the University Daily Kansas here. It's a question for Christian Braun. You had 14 rebounds today. How were you able to finish off possessions the way you were today?
Yeah, I think the guys did a good job. Like I said, they did a really good job of blocking out. A lot of them just dropped in my hands. And I got a couple off the free throw. But that's stuff we need to do, and that's something that we're going to really need to do against TCU because they're a pretty good offensive rebounding team. But yeah, a lot of them dropped in my hands, and the guys did a really good job of keeping the guy away from the ball.
Okay, next question will be on your left.
Bill, what did you think of Christian's rebounding and Dave's performance? I know you said you wanted to rest him, so if possible.
I didn't think Dave got off to a good start, and I didn't play him the first half much, and then started the second half, and he wasn't moving very well, and you know, he missed those for an uncontested backdoor layup to start it, and so I took him out, and setting for a long time, but the bottom line is this, that's about the amount he should have played, knowing that we got a big one tomorrow too. So if the game would have been different, he would have played more, but I thought Mitch played well, and I'd rather have Dave fresh tomorrow.
Closing
And
questions?
what was the other question, Gary?
CB's rebounding.
Yeah, CB's a terrific rebounding guard, but he's especially good tonight.
Closing questions for the guys here on the right toward the back.
For Coach, Todd Legal, Sports Radio 810. I know you were busy getting ready for the game today, but Bruce Weber has resigned at K-State. I wondered your thoughts about competing against him. Paths have been kind of intertwined, and I don't know if you saw any of his comments last night late. I don't know if you had any thoughts on what he thought about the kind of state of college basketball right now.
Well, I think that I heard him, and I think in this time of year, I think everybody in our profession feels a little bit of pressure, stress, certainly can be emotional, and I know that I go through those phases as well. I have enjoyed competing against his teams. I never thought it was him against me, but I've enjoyed my players competing against his players, and I thought he did a good job in Manhattan, and certainly wish him well, whatever the next step is for him.
All right, Coach, thank you so much. Congratulations on the victory, and we'll see you all tomorrow.